Tell me something. When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you do? Do you rush into your day haphazardly without any structure or plan? Do you wake up feeling overwhelmed and you just don't know what to do first? Or you take a moment and set yourself up for success in the day that you're in? Imagine for a second that first minute you just stop for a minute, you take a deep breath, you say a prayer, meditate, or just think hard for a minute and say, I'm really thankful to be alive. I'm really thankful. And you name a couple of things you're thankful for. And guess what? You've got an attitude shift. Already you're starting the day off being thankful instead of waking up and being miserable, thinking about things you don't have, thinking about the aches and pains, thinking about all the stuff you have to do that you really don't want to do, all the stuff that you have to do that you just don't know where to start with. Reflecting back and listening to that still small voice inside you and being grateful and taking a moment to think about positive things in your day is going to start you in a whole new attitude. Then, after that, take a moment to do something as simple as making your bed. It is a very powerful thing to do to start your day with one bit of a routine. Routine gives us structure. It takes away the chaotic feeling of being overwhelmed. Today we're going to talk about how positive action that you do daily can set you up for success in meeting your goals. Goals like I had when I was 200 pounds overweight 2 years ago. Hi there, my name is Easter and welcome to my channel. Here we talk about how you can have a healthy mind, healthy body, and healthy spirit. Today we're going to talk about setting yourself up with a routine and the powerful impact such a small step can make in helping you reach the goals that you have. So let's talk about why routine matters. Saying I'm going to start my day in a positive way, and guess what? Things perpetuate themselves. When we take positive steps, it leads us to the next positive step and the next positive step after that. Once we have that in our routine, we can build on that, and it might be something as simple as, okay, well, every day I'm going to journal at 9 a.m. You sit down and you journal at 9 a.m. You do it for 10 minutes. You add bit by bit to your routine. You add step by step towards your goals. And next thing you know, you're halfway there. And you're thinking, how did this happen? It happened because you took the first steps. It happened because you put structure. It happened because you took the courage and to just move forward one little bit at a time. It works. Instead of feeling like life is happening to you, you've now got the steering wheel. You are now taking back what should be yours in the first place. Whether you're trying to eat healthier and lose weight like I was and build some exercise into your routine, or whether you have major career goals or life goals, these steps help. Even if you're just going through a tough time, structure helps. Routine helps. Good habits help. And it's not about willpower, it's about setting up the next right step that's going to work for you. It doesn't take a lot of willpower to say, well, for the next 5 minutes I'm going to sit down and write in my journal. Maybe it does feel like a lot of willpower when it's not something you do naturally, but it quickly becomes routine. Making your bed quickly becomes routine. I can't tell you for how long I have gotten up now, and the first thing I do with my pajamas on, my feet are barely on the floor, my bed is made within 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and done. Because I like walking into a room with my bed made. When my bed was a big hot mess, I wouldn't feel good about it. It felt chaotic. And when I took that back and I'd walk in looking inviting, looking orderly, it felt a lot better than it did before. And it was a lot easier for me to take order in my life and say, oh, well, I did this, maybe I can take this step in this area. And that area was my weight loss, and I spent a lot of time and effort and a lot of determination to take each little step forward to the point where I went from 350 pounds down to 150 pounds. To little victories that we take in following a routine, in saying our gratitude, in praying or meditating, having routine in our day are powerful. Try it. This will work. It worked for me, and I know it can help you. Each of these steps might seem small in and of themselves, but as you move forward, they have a ripple effect, and one small step pushes you. Not just confidence you get, but it pushes you towards the next step, because suddenly you're like, I did this? I didn't think I could do this. Oh, I can probably do more. Puts you in a different mindset, and suddenly you're like, well, I can do this. Next thing you know, you're looking back and saying, wait a minute, I'm now halfway to my goal. How did that happen? And you've got this beautiful routine set up in your day, and you're sleeping better, and you don't even know how it's happened, but it's because of these small steps that you're taking little by little. They are having a profound effect on you. I really have been there. Life can be pretty tough sometimes. Life can be pretty crappy sometimes, and it just goes sideways sometimes and takes us off guard. Even on days when getting out of bed feels like an accomplishment in itself, that's okay, because you will have a structure in place, a routine in place, and steps towards your goals that are going to keep you moving forward. If you don't have that and you wake up and it's a bad day, it just stays a bad day. But you'll have some structure in place, so you're not going to sit there just melting and having a breakdown because something went wrong in life. This routine is going to help you keep moving forward even on the days that are really difficult. I had to claw myself out of a really bad depression, hoping, praying, thinking there was no way out, but hoping and praying maybe there was. And it was overwhelming. It was daunting. I was in a massive clinical depression. I'd cut off all my friends. All I had left were my siblings and my kids. I had nobody else. It's not that my friends didn't want to help me, but I didn't let them into my life because I was so ashamed of myself. So when I say I've been there, I know what it's like to sit there in self-pity, feeling like you're just so worthless. It's a horrible feeling, and I don't wish it on anyone. And if that's how you feel, I'm going to tell you to take a look at me right now. Do you see disorder? Do you see depression? Do you see chaos? Do you see hopelessness? No, you don't. You see someone putting herself out there, because I have taken back my life. I made a decision to take some steps forward when it was next to impossible for me to do so. I made a decision to become willing. My willingness gave me hope when I thought I had no hope. So crawling and clawing my way out became standing up and brushing the dust off. Then I fearfully took my first step. I was shaking the first time I moved forward, and that first moving forward to me looked like I really have a problem I can't get control of. And one of the key things I did was putting that routine in place gave me so much power that I hadn't had before. And when I felt that power, it sparked and ignited the will to move forward a little bit, because I thought, oh, I have more strength than I thought I did. I can take a step. I had hope. Hope is beautiful, even if it's just a little thread, and that's all you need is a little thread of hope, or even the hope to hope. If you're sitting there and you say, I have no hope, I wish I could have hope, that's enough. I wish I could have hope is hoping to hope. And if you're hoping to hope, ta-da, that's hope, and it's going to work. That willingness to move forward, that willingness to try what I had to do to be able to step out of where I was, is what I want for you too. To just say, my way hasn't been working, and maybe, just maybe, I need to look at things from a different perspective. Maybe I need to work on what's on the inside of me to fix what's going on the outside of me. And part of that is by giving yourself goals that are attainable and putting routine in place. These things will be this eventually getting the goals that you're working towards. The more you do, the more achievable your goals will become. Every step makes such a difference to the step before it. Every step pushes you into a new light, into a new attitude, into new hopefulness and willingness, because now that you see you're making progress, all of a sudden it's like, well, yeah, I can do that. So your willingness goes from willingness to, hey, yeah, I can. I'm going to try it. I'm succeeding. I'm just going to keep going. Try what I've suggested to start your day and watch if you do it day after day, what's going to change. It will give you the shift I'm talking about. Set yourself up for success. Set yourself up to achieve your goals. Put structure in your day and be grateful for your choosing now instead of just feeling and allowing things to happen to you. There's always things to be grateful for, as small as it's just so beautiful to feel the sun on my face, or you're walking, you feel the wind rustling through your hair. That's something to be grateful for because it's sensory and it's pleasant and it's sweet feeling. There's no reason we can't be thankful for all of these little things that surround us. Take a look and you're going to find things to be thankful for. I'm here to assure you, inspire you, and give you hope that you too can move forward and reach those little goals one at a time. Put that structure in one piece at a time and move towards your own goals as well. Creating that routine, sticking to it, and seeing yourself reach little goals is going to be so powerful. Start it today. If you haven't made your bed yet, run back to the bedroom and make your bed. And then say, hey, I made a goal. I set it. I accomplished it. Bingo, you've already reached a goal. It's a really good place to start. If you've already made your bed, then make another mini goal. How about, I'm going to call my friend Bobby, who I know is in a really bad place right now. Why not? Doing something good for other people always makes us feel better. And you can give them cheer and you can give them hope. I know you can do this. Reach your goals step by step and watch how your life will transform. I would love to hear from you in the comments. What goal are you working on now and what steps are you taking to get there? Do you have routine? Do you find routine works for you? Let me know your feedback, your input. I value it so much, and I love the community that's growing here. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, share it if you feel there's someone who needs to hear this message, and I look forward to seeing you next time. We can do this together step by step.